Have you ever been absolutely sure something happened one way only to discover it never did? Like remembering a famous movie quote a certain way, but when you check it, the words are totally different. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Welcome to the curious, mind-bending world of the Mandela Effect. A glitch in our memory, or maybe something much bigger. So, what is the Mandela Effect? These aren't simple memory slips. Millions of people around the world recall the same exact wrong details. It's called the Mandela Effect, and some believe it's a clue that we're sliding between parallel realities, the simulation is glitching, or even that history's being changed right under our noses. The term was coined in 2010 by paranormal researcher Fiona Broome. She discovered that she, along with thousands of other people, distinctly remembered Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s. But here's the kicker: Mandela actually passed away in 2013, after serving as South Africa's president. This wasn't just a simple mistake. These people remember the news coverage, the funeral, even the public reaction. So how could so many people share the same false memory? Fiona dubbed it the Mandela Effect. And ever since, people around the world have been uncovering more and more of these bizarre memory mismatches. But what if it's not just our memories that are wrong? What if reality itself has been rewritten? Imagine waking up one day and half the world remembers something differently, but you know you're right. You feel it in your bones, in your childhood, in your gut. Is it just coincidence, mass suggestion, or did something or someone change the timeline? Let's dig deeper. Let's look at some of the most famous Mandela Effect examples. 1. Luke, I am your father. Everyone remembers Darth Vader saying this to Luke Skywalker, but in The Empire Strikes Back he actually says, "No, I am your father." 2. The Monopoly Man. Does the Monopoly mascot wear a monocle? Many swear he does, but he doesn't. Never has. 3. Mirror, mirror on the wall. From Snow White, right? But the real line is, magic mirror on the wall. 4. Berenstain bears versus Berenstain bears. Most people remember this beloved children's book series as Berenstein, with an EIN ending. But apparently, it's always been spelled Berenstain, with an AIN. Febres. How do you spell it? Many recall Febres with 2 E's, but the product is actually spelled Febreze, just 1 E. These might seem small, but they're unsettling. Why are our memories so out of sync? Let's get into the science. Are we just remembering things wrong? Psychologists have long studied something called false memories. This is when your brain invents or alters memories, often without you realizing it. Memory isn't like a video recording. It's more like a puzzle that your brain puts together each time you recall something, and each time, small changes can occur. Researchers believe false memories can be caused by social reinforcement, hearing others say something a certain way, expectation and pattern filling, your brain filling in blanks, confabulation, accidentally inventing details. But here's the twist. The Mandela Effect goes beyond typical mistakes. It involves large groups of people remembering the same wrong detail in the same exact way. So could something more mysterious be happening? Let's explore the more out there theories. Some believe the Mandela Effect isn't just about memory, it's about reality itself. 1. Alternate realities, multiverse theory. This is the most popular fringe theory. It suggests we're shifting between parallel universes, where small details differ. Maybe you did grow up in a universe where it was Berenstein bears, but at some point, your consciousness shifted into a universe where it's always been Berenstain. Think Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, or Everything Everywhere All at Once, but subtler. 2. CERN and the Large Hadron Collider. Some believe that the experiments at CERN, where scientists smashed particles together to explore quantum physics, somehow ripped space-time or created a dimensional shift, altering reality as we know it. This theory gained popularity in 2012 the year CERN discovered the Higgs boson, sometimes called the God particle. Coincidence? 3. Simulation theory. What if we're living in a simulation, like the Matrix? Glitches, like shared false memories, could be code errors or reprogramming of past events. Maybe the Monopoly man did have a monocle, but someone updated the simulation and didn't update our memories. 4. Time travel or retconning. Some say time travelers may have changed the past, but in doing so, they unintentionally created ripple effects in our memories, leaving traces of how things used to be. These theories are wild, but they speak to a very human thing, our desire to understand why something feels off. For many, the Mandela Effect is more than a curiosity, it's deeply unsettling. People describe feeling like their reality is unstable, or that they can't trust their own mind. Online forums, TikToks, and Reddit threads are full of users trying to prove their memories right, sharing old VHS tapes, vintage ads, or even alleged residue from alternate timelines. But here's the thing, just because a memory is wrong doesn't mean it's meaningless. The Mandela Effect shows us how fallible yet fascinating our brains really are, and it opens the door to conversations about consciousness, perception, and the nature of reality. Let's recap. Is the Mandela Effect just a brain quirk, a mass misremembering, a side effect of the internet age? Or is it a clue, hinting that our universe, our history, even our memories, aren't quite as fixed as we think? Whether you believe it's science or sci-fi, one thing's for sure, the Mandela Effect makes us question reality, and that's kind of amazing. So, have you experienced the Mandela Effect? Do you remember a world that never existed? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if this video blew your mind just a little.